The spacecraft vanished in less than 3 seconds. One moment, Mission Horizon was transmitting perfectly clear data from low Earth orbit. The next, every screen at Mission Control went black. No explosion, no debris, no distress signal, just gone. At first, NASA thought it was a systems failure, then a satellite glitch. Then, after weeks of searching and zero evidence, they were forced to say the words no space agency ever wants to say. The spacecraft is lost. There were 5 astronauts on board. They were declared dead within a year. And then, 13 years later, the impossible happened. At 2:17 a.m., a deep space monitoring station in Alaska detected a signal. Weak, ancient by modern standards, but unmistakable. It was Horizon's call sign, the same one that disappeared 13 years ago. At Mission Control, engineers stared at the screen in silence. The signal wasn't coming from deep space. It was coming from just beyond the moon, slowly approaching Earth, as if the ship had been drifting back this entire time. But that wasn't the most disturbing part. The message attached to the signal was time-stamped 3 hours ago. When the spacecraft finally appeared on radar, it looked wrong. The hull showed no signs of aging, no micrometeor damage, no radiation scars. It looked exactly the same as the day it vanished, as if time had simply skipped it. A recovery mission was launched immediately. When Horizon was pulled into orbit, cameras were activated inside the cabin. The astronauts were alive. They looked confused, calm, and untouched by time. Their voices sounded steady. Their heart rates were normal. When asked how long they believed they had been gone, the commander answered without hesitation. About 6 hours. Mission Control froze. 6 hours had passed for them. 13 years had passed for Earth. Doctors called it impossible. Physicists called it theoretical. But the crew insisted on one thing. During those 6 hours, they were not alone. The commander described a moment shortly after the disappearance. A sudden silence. No stars outside the windows. No sense of movement. Just darkness. Thick and endless. Then, the ship stopped. Something surrounded them, not visually, not physically, but present. A pressure on their thoughts, a voice that didn't speak in sound, but in understanding. It showed them images of Earth, wars, cities rising and falling, humanity repeating the same mistakes over and over again. And then, a single message. You are not ready to leave. The entity, whatever it was, let them go, not as punishment, not as a warning, but as a test. When Horizon docked with the International Space Station, the crew stepped out like ghosts from another timeline. The world they returned to was unrecognizable. New technology, new governments, new faces. Families had aged, children were adults, parents were gone. The commander asked one final question during his debriefing. Did anything else come back with us? The room went silent, because since Horizon's return, deep space sensors have detected something else moving toward Earth, something massive, something slow, and something that appears to be following the same path Horizon took 13 years ago. Whatever took them is still out there, and now it knows the way back.